Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. We had created lot of SSIS packages, and all the packages are available in your laptop, right? So when we create a project, and this project is under a environment called dev environment. So as soon as you join the company, you will be able to assign a project, right? So you will be able to get one laptop as well. So your laptop is, under an environment called development environment. So in IT companies, we'll have three types of environments. Okay. So what are the environments that we have? In three types of environments that we are going to be having. Remember this. Okay. So environments in IT companies. As soon as you join, you're a developer. So the environment is called a dev environment. So you will be able to give in lot of service, and you will have a personal laptops. Okay, so personal laptops, using these laptops you will be able to connect to these servers. So centralized databases and everything is available here. You create your projects. Okay, you're going to be creating projects, and you're going to be, using these server names to connect your laptops. Clear? So to connect your servers, for example, I create a project. So the database is available in a server, right? Server. So I will not give a dot. Dot means, so your laptop will be connecting to your own laptop. So you will be able to give the server. These are called development servers. Okay. You may have some IP address like 192.0.1.10, where you have all the databases like Amazon database, or you may have database called iBank database in this. Okay. So every environment will have, every developer will have its own in their own laptops, and they will be connecting to a servers. These servers are called as a dev servers. These are not original servers. This is a development means a dummy. Development means dummy. So this is one thing. The second environment is called as a testing environment. Okay, where you will have again test servers. Okay, test servers, and there is an IP address. This is a dev server IP address, right? So like that. So this is going to be having one databases and everything will be there. So in this, you're going to be having some dev servers, maybe 192.12.33.11. Okay, and again all the testers. So testers, they are going to be using their laptops, and using their laptops they will be able to connect it to the test servers, and they do what? Testing. So here we are going to be creating the packages, creating SSIS packages, creating SSRS reports, and creating Power BI reports, and working with SQL Server. So stored procedures, everything we are going to be developing. So the code we are going to be simply developing. So developers always create SSIS, SSRS, Power BI, Java, .NET, Android. So whatever be the language that you're using, you're going to be coding. So coding will be done here. Coding will be done. So what is the output? The output will be the code. Okay? So the code is the output. After you complete something, you will be able to get some code. So the testers, these people are completely testing. What kind of a testing they do? They do lot of testing, right? So what kind of a testing they do? They do system integration testing, UAT, user acceptance testing, right? And they say black black box testing, right? So black box testing, then they will say regression testing. So all the different testings that these people are going to be doing. So what is the output? So the output would be test results. Clear? When you test something, you are going to be writing results, right? For example, I have tested SSIS packages, which is working perfectly for this condition. This is working perfectly for this condition. This is working perfectly for this condition. So always a testing team is going to be using your packages, your code. They are going to be executing, and these people are going to be releasing the test results. If the test results are everything is positive, means your code is successfully can be released. Clear? Where? So actual code will be released to one more department called as a production department, prod. అర్థమవుతుందా? It is also called as a production. So actual code, actual servers will be there. So these are kind of prod servers. Prod servers means these are called real-time servers. Okay. So remember this point. So actually it will have one more IP address, 192 dot, let us say, that 44 dot, 12.22, something like this. There is IP address is given. So all the real-time databases are there. For example, when I open Amazon.com, for example, I'm a developer in Amazon.com. I have an Amazon database. Now, do you think that this database is original database? It is not an original database, right? Which is a dummy database which I've created and I'm using it. So when I join the company, I will be able to get the database with the same columns and same tables as the Amazon exists. But only thing is that the data is not the real-time data, which is a completely dummy data. So they don't give you the real-time data. They'll give you the table names, database names, column names as it is, but the data will be, own data. So that is our own data, or some 100 200 rows will be there. So development and testing people will not see own data. The company's own data, they cannot see it. That is the meaning. But actual data is available in these servers only. So you will see Amazon database in the production means. So when you go to Amazon.com, when you go to, let us say, Amazon.in, okay. So let me open and press enter. So when I'm buying something here, for example, I would like to buy some beauty products. I'm planning to go click on search button here, and I want to buy this, some product. Click on this. So whenever I make the payment, I click on add to cart and trying to buy something. Okay. Now, what happens? What happens is that I am going to be giving the payment details. All the data will be going to where? In these servers or to these servers? Which servers? So production means I told you real-time server. So all the customers are connected to this only. Clear? So whenever I am buying a product, all the data is going to where? To the production. So we are talking about Amazon project. We're talking about Amazon project. When we say Amazon project, so Amazon company will give you a project. So your IT company will be maintaining three environments. One is called development environment, testing environment. The next one is a production environment. Clear? So production environment where these original laptops are original websites are connected. Original data is going to come here. So who's going to be maintaining these servers again? So how, who's going to be connecting here? Developers are going to be there. In this, testers are going to be there. Who's going to be connecting here? The connecting can be done by the customers only. But who's going to be maintaining this? DBA team. DBA means these admin guys. Okay. So these people are called database admin team. అర్థమవుతుందా? So production servers always will be maintained by these people. Who's going to be connecting now? So DBA team customers are going to be connecting. So we don't know that there's a production server, but I go like this. I'm planning to buy a product. I'm planning to buy a product. So whenever I'm buying a product, I don't know that I'm going to be hitting a Amazon production database. అర్థమవుతుందా? Inside the server name could be something like this. So there is a database called Amazon database. Clear? So where original data is going to be there. Clear? So what kind of a database it is? Original database where people are buying and buying. So this database is called as a OLTP database. Clear? So who's going to be maintaining all the database, and the servers are going to be maintained by the, DBA people. So customers are connected. So they are reading, giving the data. So this is Amazon, OLTP database. It is actual original database. You will also have Amazon database here, but this database is a OLTP database only. But this is OLTP where? OLTP in the dev environment. Clear? It is not. So whenever anybody buying a product, the data is not going to come to yours. You will have some data from here only. From here, the production department only, you take some, the data, 10 rows, 10 rows, 20 rows, like that. Okay. So we are going to be getting only that much of a data. So this is also original database, but actual original data is going to come. So in this only, we'll have again one more server. Okay. So the second one is called Amazon Stage. This is a staging database. You will have a staging database, and after that, staging is a server or it is a database. One more, it is Amazon DW. Clear? So total three databases will be there. It is a data warehousing, or you can say OLAP database. Clear? So you are going to be getting large amount of data regularly to this. Now all the data, how the data is going to go? The data is going to be going to SSIS to the staging first. From the staging, again the data is going to go to using SSIS to the data warehousing. Actually, whenever we create a package, we are using, again we have OLTP database here. Again, we'll have a Amazon Stage database also will have. In this also, we have Amazon data warehousing. But all these things are available in the dev environment only. So we are not working. We are not working on the real-time databases. Okay, because if you work on the real-time databases, if you delete some data, it is a big problem. If you corrupt some data, it is a big problem. So developers are not given access to the real-time database. Clear? Nobody knows where the data is available. Okay, where the servers are available. All these things are available in a separate, computers, and these, a team called a database administration team, they don't know how to coding. They know how to maintain the server. Clear? How to install the server. Whenever you give any code, the code these guys are going to be installing in the production service. Clear? If you develop a package, for example, you take one package, you develop, you give the server name. This package is going to be getting the data from here, putting the data from here, and later that package is going to be dumping the data here. Clear? So now the package is going to work in your dev environment. Tomorrow, what will happen? The package which you have created here, so which is, for example, one package is loading the data. This is package number one. Okay. One more package where you have implemented, one more package number two. So two packages you have developed in this. So it is bringing the data from some ABC table. ABC table data which is bringing. So the same ABC table data, it is going to go dim ABC, right? So that is a naming convention. So, sorry, it is going to be loading. So the ABC data from OLTP to here, it will become stage ABC. Sorry, here it is stage ABC, right? Stage ABC table. Now here it will become in the data warehousing. The table is called as a dim stage ABC table. Clear? In Amazon, the table is called simply ABC table, right? So like that. So we are creating a two packages. Package number one, get the data dumping into here. So ABC table data will come to stage ABC. Clear? Now from here, from stage two, here we're going to be dumping dim ABC. The table name is called ABC, stage ABC, dim ABC. It is going to be deploying. Now tomorrow what happens? It is going to be working in your dev environment. Tomorrow what normally we do, we take this package. Already there is a table called here. There is in Amazon, already there is a table. Which table? The table is called ABC table will be there. Clear? So whatever be the package that you have developed here, the same package is going to come here. stage number 1 and stage number 2, which is going to be getting ABC and dumping stage ABC here. Now here it is going to be dumping the data into stage ABC, this one. So we are going to be creating SSS packages there. So the database name will not change, table name will not change, but what will change? In the ABC table, you have 10 million data. So that is what will change. Clear? This 10 million data will go into 10 million data here. Now again, that 10 million data is going to be dumped. So the difference is what? The difference is not in the database names or table names or the column names, which is a dummy data. You may have only some 100 rows in this. You don't have much more. You may have some 1,000 rows in it. So we are going to be working with the 1,000 rows. If it is running perfectly fine, if the package is running perfectly fine, this package we are going to be testing it here, and after that, not we, a testing department, okay, testers. So testers are going to be testing here. Who's going to be there? So we are called developers, devs, okay, devs, or we're called as a programmers, okay, or we'll say BI developers, whatever it is, BI developers, or we can say programmers or software engineers or senior software engineers, something. So that is the role that we are going to be doing. We have 1,000 rows. We'll get 1,000 rows here. The 1,000 rows will go because it is not a original server, which is a dummy server. Clear? So whenever you join the company, you will be assigned a laptop and you will be given a server called as a OLTP server and you will be able to get a database also, a database called as Amazon. Why Amazon? Because you're working for an Amazon company. Tomorrow you work for some other Citibank, so you will be able to get a Citibank project, Citibank dev environment, Citibank testing environment, Citibank production environment. When you go to the Citibank and open an account, when you go to Citibank and do some transactions, original data of Citibank is going to come to where? To the production servers only. Production servers means where the original data of that business is going to come. Clear? So if you have a Citibank here, the same database will be available here. The same database is also available here. But only thing is that the data is not original data. Original data always available in the production environment of that project. Clear? So whenever you join the company, you don't know how much of data these guys are getting from the daily transactions. Who's supposed to tell you? So these production servers may be available in America. Clear? Amazon company keeping all the servers in US, so all the DBA team may be working in US. Clear? Testing team of this may be in India, and the testing team is going to be working for India. So the development of all the packages and everything may be happening in Dubai. Clear? So the development is going to be happening in the Dubai, and these guys are maintaining some more servers here. And after that, all the code which you're writing that will be given to these people. And the India team, maybe Hyderabad, Bangalore, these guys are going to be working. And after that, whatever the packages that we have created, that will go to a production environment. So in which place we're going to be, putting all the packages and everything means in the data warehousing. Clear? So all the packages are going to come here, and our packages, are tested with 1,000 rows here. Okay, which is working fine. When you bring and when you keep the package, which is going to be loading 10 million data. So that is what you got to understand. Clear? Let me show you diagrammatically how these are going to work. So there is an environment called a dev environment. There is a environment called testing environment. There's an environment called a prod environment. These are the environments. Dev environment. So testing environment. The next one is prod environment. Clear? So in this you have a server. It is OLTP server, which is OLAP server, which is OLTP server, which is OLAP server, which is OLTP server, which is OLAP server. Clear? Always the data is going to come from OLTP to OLAP. Okay. So these are not original servers. These are dummy servers. So you will have a database called Amazon, and here, here you will be able to get two databases in this server. This is OLAP server. Okay. So normally this is your OLTP server. So normally they're going to be maintaining like this. So this is what is called OLAP server. In the OLAP server, this is what is called Amazon stage database. Clear? And this is what is called Amazon data warehousing database. So both of them are available in this server only. Like that, this is Amazon's testing database. And again, these guys will have all of them. Again, these guys will have two more databases here. So one is called staging, one more called this one. Again, this is Amazon, this is a staging, and this is so. Whenever you develop, so for example, you joined in the company. This is you joined in the company as a developer. So you will be given a laptop. You will be given a laptop. So this is your laptop, right? So using this laptop, you will always connecting to this database, and sorry, you will be connecting to this database, and you will be able to connect to these databases, and all the code you will be writing in your computer. This is your computer. Okay, all the code you're going to be writing in your laptop only, but you will be able to get this service. Okay, so normally server name, normally you give dot, right? Dot means your laptop's SQL server. You're not going to be giving your laptop, so this will have an IP address. For example, 192.0 dot, what is the IP address? Let me give the same IP address. So the same IP address you're going to be using as the OLTP server here. Okay. Now you will have one more IP address for this server. So let me give you one more IP address here. So let me give it is a 25. Clear? So you have two machines. So server name. So what you create? You created two connections. One is called server name is this, database name is this. Next time server name is this, database name Amazon Stage, or server name is this, database name Amazon DW. So that is how you are going to be creating your SSIS packages. Your SSIS packages or SSRS reports are always available in your laptop. This is your laptop, but you are going to be getting this data and putting the data here. So these are the dev environment servers. Like that, testing department also will have Amazon Stage. Like that, whatever be the SSIS package that you have created, those packages have to come from development to testing, from testing to production. Remember this point. But whatever be the code that you are writing, it is working for you. Everything is fine. But how do you give as a developer, your code is available in your laptop. So how do you give this code? For example, uh, you have for example, there is a movie. The movie, I wanted to show it to the public. How the movie can be shared? So the director is going to come with the pen drive and give it to you. So there is a process, right? So the movie will be released in the cinema theaters or today OTT platform. Clear? So when you develop a code, that code has to go to the next. Next means from the shootings place, it has to go to the theaters. There is a uh, uh, the different settings, different things the directors have to do. If they wanted to release the movie, they have to give a copy of the movie to the netflix.com or amazon.com, so that those companies are going to be keeping the movie in their servers, right? Or if they wanted to release the movie in the theaters, means your movie has to go to the satellite, right? So there is a process that we need to follow. That is what is called product release or movie release. Now, this is available in the laptop of my computer. I'm available here. So can I send this to can I send this movie to the testing department and production department? I can send it, there's no problem. I can zip in it, attach it, I can do that. But the problem tomorrow, if the testing people resigns or the production people resign, if I resign, the code will be will not be there in the centralized place. Clear? So we never ever share our code in the attachments. So what normally we do, always developers are going to be maintaining one more server. Clear? That server is called as a source code control server. Remember this. You are going to be maintaining one more server. The server is called as source code control server. Clear? All the developers are going to upload the code here only. So whenever you write a code, the code is going to go here from development to this. Okay. So these people are going to be put in the code here. So this process is called as a check-in process. Always we check in the code. Remember this point. What is the process called as a check-in? So whenever you develop a code, the code has to be going to the one more server. This server is called as a source code control server. So this is what is called as a TFS. Team Foundation Server is also called as a VSTF. So Visual Studio Team Foundation Server. Okay. So developers or the testers or the production people, all the people will be going to one server. What is the server? TFS server will be given by Microsoft. VSTF. What is VSTF? It is a source code control server, which is called as a Team Foundation Server. What server? Team Foundation Server. Or people will be saying it is a Visual Studio. VSTF means Visual Studio Team Foundation Server. Okay. Visual Studio Team Foundation. So foundation server also will be there. Clear? So people will be calling as a TFS server or Visual Studio Team Foundation server, where all the code could be any code. You may write a .NET code, Java code, okay. You may write, stored procedures or SQL code or maybe Python code, any code that you're writing, right? Any code, Python code, SSIS code packages, SSRS reports, Cube code, Power BI reports, all the code, whatever be the code doesn't matter. Whatever be the code, it doesn't matter. All the code is going to go to this servers only. So these are called as a code banking servers. These are called as what? Code banking. Clear? If I give a blood, how the blood is stored? So blood is not stored in the packets, right? Blood is stored in the blood bank. How the data is stored? In the data bank. Data bank are called RDBMS, right? So data is stored in the data bank. Blood is stored in the blood bank. Where is the store? Where are we going to store our code? Code is going to be stored in the code banking. Code banking servers are called TFS servers, or you can say VSTF servers. అర్థమవుతుందా? So always you have to write your code and put in all the code into TSF servers only. Clear? So that is what the process is called as a check-in. So once you put the code, now anybody can get it, right? When the movie is available in somewhere means I can get it to this location, right? So production people also can get into this. Any code, they should be able to get into this. So there is a process. So development team is going to be creating the SSIS packages, and these people will be getting all the code. And where will they install? All the code will be installed in the, this is OLAP servers or data warehousing server. So this is where is OLTP server, right? So where the code exactly is going to come? Already this is what is called a data warehousing server, and it is called as a OLAP server. My code, my SSIS packages are going to will be installed in the, not in the OLTP, all SSIS, all SSRS, all cubes, all BI code. Okay. And your BA reports and everything are going to come to data warehousing servers only. Clear? We download all the code and we are going to not we who's going to be installing. Testing team people are going to be installing. Clear? In the developers here, testers here, in the who's going to be. These are called DBAs. DBAs also will get the code, and DBA will have a original database. Now it is what is called a data warehousing database, is also called as OLAP database. In this server only, we'll have a two. One is called staging database, and in this machine only they will have a data warehousing. So when you see my RDBMS, so I have OLTP and a staging and this one. All these are databases only, right? Now normally in the real time, so this in the real time, this is available in one computer. This is what is called OLTP. These two databases are available in one more computer. This is what is called data warehousing server. Okay. This is OLTP server, and this is what is called OLAP server, or called as a data warehousing server. In this, there are two databases, staging and data warehouse will be there. So in this machine only, we always keep your SSIS packages. In this which machine? So SSIS, SSRS, in this machine only, we're going to be having your Power BI reports and your SSRS reports, your cubes, everything is not going to go to OLTP. OLTP always connected to the Amazon website, which is not going to be touched, and this is very carefully they're going to be maintaining. So if it is available in your which environment, a prod environment means who's going to be maintaining these two? Only the DBA team. A development team cannot access this. So you cannot simply go to OLTP, server and go to Amazon database. Let me see what are the orders, happening today. Even though you work for Amazon company, you cannot see the databases and data, because production databases will not be given permission to developers or the testers. Only one team can access both of them. The team is called DBA. Okay. So OLTP, OLAP data warehousing means, so in this only we have a staging and data warehousing. So DBA team only maintaining, OLTP data. So only DBA team know how much of transaction they're getting. They're getting daily 10 million sales or 20 million days. So how much of data it is sending regularly, that you cannot say. DBA team only can say. So when you're giving your SSIS packages, this SSIS is going to go here, get the data, dump the data into the staging first. So after that, it will go to the data warehousing. Who's going to be doing all the activities? A DBA team only. So when you say who's going to be loading the data, is it a developer? No. You never ever load the data. That is completely wrong word. You are going to be creating a SSS package only, right? So you're in Hyderabad or you're in Dubai, and you give the package only. How do you give the package? You give the package to the TFS server. From there, the company, the DBA team, testing team will be taking and installing, and they are going to be dumping the data. So who's going to be loading the data actually in the companies means not you. So developers are creators. They never ever load the data. You never ever see what is going on. So you don't know the clue. You don't have any permission also. But who can tell you in the meetings? So developers and the testers and the development, DBA team plus Amazon client also will be there in the meeting. In the meeting, the DBA team will tell you. So last night we ran the package. It is loaded 20 million data. So last night it has taken 5 hours of time. So why it is taking a lot of time? So there is a meeting next day morning will happen with the Amazon customer. Amazon customer also will join, developer will join, testers will join, DBA team also will join. DBA team will talk in the meeting. So today evening 7 p.m. we'll talk. So why 7 p.m.? Because US people, right? So DBA team is US, that is early morning for them. So we are going to be connecting in the meeting, and the DBA team will tell you. So 5 hours it took. Why it is taking so much of a time, Bhaskar? Because Bhaskar is a team lead of development environment. Clear? Bhaskar has to say, I will look into the package. What is the issue? Issue is it is taking a lot of time. So who told you this? DBA team is only telling, because development team in Hyderabad or Dubai, testing team also does not know what is the data that they have in the production environment. So you never ever load the data. Okay. But how do you know what is the size of the data in the actual data warehousing? Means your DBA team can tell you. They will tell you in the meetings. Yesterday we loaded this much of a data. Data warehousing size is a 5 terabytes as of now. Yesterday we were loading 100 GB of data, but it took 6 hours. Bhaskar, this is a problem. Can you check the package that you have sent or that you have uploaded in the VSTF? So what I do, I will be downloading again, getting the package from the server, and I will be looking the issues with that package. Why it is taking that much of a time? So it's supposed to take only 20 minutes. When I tested with so much of a data, it was working fine because testing team will increase the data, decrease the data, all the testings they'll be doing it. So during the testing, everything was working fine, but suddenly it is not working. So what is the reason? I need to verify it. Clear, guys? So always remember you have a different environments. Clear? So that is what you need to understand. If you wanted to deploy, you have to always check in the code as a developer from your laptop. You are going to be putting the code, all packages, everything. You keep it here, and these people will download and they will be installing it. These people also will download, they will be installing it. So assume is all of them are OLTP servers, and you assume that everywhere you have OLAP servers, data warehousing servers also. Where is the your packages are going to go to? Is it OLTP? No, all the packages are going to go to OLAP or data warehousing environment only. Clear? So that is how you need to understand. So there's a process called check-in. For example, today you developed the SSIS package. You resign the company. When you resign the company, what will you do? You give your laptop back to the company, right? So when you give your laptop back to the company, what will they do? They'll format the hard disk. They don't take anything from your laptop. The company will format your hard disk. So the same lab will be given to one more new developer. For example, tomorrow a Java developer joins, the same laptop will be given to Java developer by installing Java application, right? But what about your SSS package and everything that you have developed? You would have, given to the VSTF server, right? So tomorrow you join the company. Tomorrow you join new company, you're leaving this company. What will happen? You don't worry, because all the code that you have developed, you supposed to put where? You supposed to put into one more server. That server is called as a TFS server. Tomorrow you resign the company and go. So I join in your place. I will get one more laptop. Then my manager will tell you, hey, go to Bhaskar, VSTF, you will have a package. Now open the laptop and work on this. Open the laptop and work on it. Clear? When they say open the laptop and work on it, so I will be able to go get the packages and see what is done by the earlier developer. So we never ever keep any project in the local machines. You never keep in your laptops only, because laptops need to be given back to the company at the time of a resignation. Clear? So that is how there is a process that we need to do. We should not take my code and give it to the testing department. For example, you need a job. To get a job, what we supposed to do? We have to prepare a CV. Then afterwards, will you go to every HR? Will you go to Microsoft HR and give the CV printout? I am so and so, I need a job, can you give me the job? Is that the process? No. You have to put your CV into naukri.com. What is a Naukri? It is a CV banking software. You go to monster.com and upload your CV, right? However you're uploading the CV, that is called a check-in process. Check in the CV in a centralized portal. What is that portal called? As a It is a CV banking server. So that is a protocol that we need to follow. We should not take a printout of the CV, go to Google company HR, submit the CV, go to Microsoft company CV, submit the CV. That is not the way. Okay, we should not take we should not take the code, give it to these people directly, give the people directly. That is not the way. That is not the way. So how do you deploy the code? How do you give the code means? How do you prepare a CV? You after preparing a CV, you have to put it into the portal. This is a portal. This is a website. You can think like that. However, you're uploading a CV, the same way you need to upload your code. Code is a dot SQL file, dot SSIS packages. Right? Simply upload the file. అర్థమవుతుందా? So that is the way all the CVs will be available in the Naukri.com. What is a Naukri.com? Which is a portal, which is a source code. It is a, you can say it is not a source code control, it is a CVs control servers. So all the CVs are available. The companies will take from here and they will be calling you. So that is how the complete recruitment system is going to work. Kada? Like that, we never ever directly give the code to anybody. From your laptop you need to upload the CV to the naukri.com. So in your laptop you have prepared SSIS packages. From your laptop you supposed to upload the code, upload everything here. So that is the process. This process is called as a check-in. Clear? People may ask you which kind of a portal you're using. You can say TFS, like Naukri.com, Monster.com. Lot of things are there, right? Like lot of servers also available, but you can tell them that I am using TFS 2010 version. Clear? Sometimes people may ask you what is the version you're using. You can say TFS 2010 version I'm using. So we are going to be checking the code. The code will be uploaded there. Clear, guys? So that is how you have to know. So developers never load the data into the data warehousing. Developers simply create a package, that's it. And they are going to be testing with their own environments. If it is working fine, that's it. So then these people are going to be testing. Clear? If they get any kind of a bug or issues, and these people will log the bugs. అర్థమవుతుందా? So they will download the code and they also put the bugs back. When they writing any bug, you will get a mail saying that tester is checking your code and this is the bug number 1 I created. What is the bug? So you have to again check out the code, again modify the code, again you upload the one more solution. Again these guys will get the code, reinstall the same code and test it. Again they will get a lot of bugs. Again they'll put a bug, this code is not working properly, please can you recheck. Like that you are going to be again downloading the same code, again working on the same code, and you will be able to check in like that. So lot of things are going to be happening. So you get at least 100-200 bugs. So once everything is resolved, so the testing team will send a mail to dev team, testing team, production team, and there is a one more team called customer team. Customer is Amazon. So one mail will go, this fellow will send a mail to these people, this mail to one people, and one mail also will go to the customer saying that testing is done. Okay, so testing is done. Then the customers are here, Amazon customers will decide one day. So on that one day, that the package and everything will come to a this OLTP. They'll have a data warehousing environment. So one day all the packages are going to be installing here. So this is what is called software release date. అర్థమవుతుందా? Software releasing means when you installing your programs and everything in your production environment. So that is when your project is completed successfully. Once everything is done, means you will get a party from the customer saying that the everything is working smooth, and now we are going to be conducting a party next Saturday, next Sunday. You will have a team out for lunch or meeting. If something goes wrong, immediately they will be deleting all the installed code. Again, the development team and the testing team, they need to give the answers why the code is not working properly, who tested, who has written, why it is not properly tested, because many cases it is failing. So and Amazon, the customers are will not be happy about your teamwork. Clear? So these people will be asking your manager. So below managers, you have a team lead, right? So all the people are going to be asking, because everywhere you have a team lead, right? So here in the dev team, you have a team lead. After that, you have SSE, and after that, you have SE. This is the common. So testing department also you have a team lead, SSE and SE. Senior software engineer, senior software engineer. Again, production, there's a DBA team lead, DBA SSE, DBA, SE, software engineers. All these guys are called software engineers only. One is called a developer, one is called a tester, one is called a DBA. DBA team lead, DBA SSE, DBA SE. Less than 3-4 years means SE. Like greater than 4 years to less than 7 years. Okay, it is SSE. Then team lead means greater than 7 or 8. Okay, so every teams will have a team lead, SSE and SE. So DBA team will have the same hierarchy. Okay. Again, your development team also will have, and so you will have TL is, pointing to AM. AM is pointing to M. M means manager. Like that. So this is what is the team size. You may have one TL and three SSCs and three and SEs. Total 3 plus 3 plus 1. Total 7 people is a team size. Clear? So you have to tell my team lead is not working. My team lead is going to be reviewing. I am going to be talking to my team lead. Like that, however, you talk to the U team lead, and a testing team also will have a team lead. A DBA team also will have a team lead. Senior software engineers called as a DBAs again. Senior software engineers again software engineers. So there are three roles: software engineering. So here you have a developer, you have a tester, you have a DBA. So below 3 years or below 4 years SE, 4 to 7 years SSE, and greater than 7 or 8 means a team lead, and greater than 10-12 means assistant manager and manager. So one team lead will be there, 3, 4, software, senior software engineers will be there, and three. So what is the team size? So you can say 7 people or 8 people. Like that, you should be able to tell. And you always, what you do, you always create. So what all you do, you create a package, right? And you perform the unit testing as a development and implement the logging. We have also implemented, then build and check in the code. So let me do what are the activities I'm going to be doing. I have developed all these packages. Step number one. Step number two, what should I do? Implement the logging. I told you how to implement logging for each and every package. Click on the package, go to SSIS menu, logging. Okay. Now, one more logging into this, and whenever on error, on execute, on task fail, like that, for each and every package, you have to double click on this, go to SSIS menu, logging. Okay, I have implemented. Like you check, if you create 1,000 packages, 1,000 times you need to execute. Go SSIS logging. అర్థమవుతుందా? So logging has to be enabled. So one is called SQL Server logging. So in which database? We have a database where company database. So we are going to be logging. You assume company or company new, I don't know. But one database you decide where the table will get created. Already we spoken about logging. On error, on post execute, on any task failed. That's it. So for each and every package, you need to save and implement this. Go to the next package, right? So go to SSIS menu, logging. Clear? So we did not implement, now you implement. One is called SQL Server logging. So in which database? You took one package, either company or company new. Don't take both of them. So it is company new here, but if company is not there, you create one connection to the company database. So delete this. So only one database where all the packages have to log in. Server name is, you can give the server name. So now you go to which database? Company database. I would like to log in. So use this like that. So all these are part of the dev environment. Clear? Now click on one more. Sorry. Delete this. I would like to create Windows event log also. Now when on error, on post execute, on task failed. Clear? So all these things, one is called Windows SQL Server, Windows event log. Save this. Like that, for each and every package, you supposed to create a package and perform unit testing. What do you mean by unit testing? everything working fine or not, all the data is going to the destination table or not. We always verify, right, after running the package. So that is done. Then you implement, either you implement logging, or you can also go to event handlers. We can also go to, for example, I wanted to go and I wanted to get a mail. So that is what is my requirement. So mails are not available here. So I cannot configure a email. So what I do, for any error, I go to event handlers. What is my requirement? For any error, I wanted to get a mail. So that is the customized logging. So I go here. Now I take on error, click on execute. So on error, okay, if the error comes, so what should I do? I have to go to the common task and send mail task. Double click on this. You configure. Go to mail, SMTP server name from you can say from ssis.gmail.com or amazon.com. This is a dummy address. So to whom? To a John is the manager. So amazon.com will get a mail. What is the subject? Package 12 failed. Because when I'm saying whenever I get a failure on error only, it is failed. So immediately, even though they're setting anywhere, they will get a communication saying that the package is failed. So the manager can talk to the software guys and they can immediately take actions. Clear? So that kind of a things can be done. So this is also logging. So if you want to delete this, you can simply delete this. Now you can implement. This is what is called customized logging. So ready-made logging is there. So instead of that, for given a work, for example, on any task failed or everything is over, I would like to send a mail. What is the mail now? Everything is successfully completed, something like this. So if you want to delete this, you can delete it. Like that, you should be able to create a event handlers also to implement a logging. So if you wanted to implement this logging is compulsory, and sometimes we also implement check. This is also checked. Sometimes we also implement a event handlers also for the logging purpose. After that, what normally we do? After that, we build and check in the code to the TFS, because the development of the package is run, everything is working fine. You have tested it. Now you have verified it. Many times we tested, right? So we have tested. So all the packages need to be implemented with the logging. Then what you do? You immediately build the package. How to build it? So you go to here. So let me, you can also test it whether everything is properly happening or not. So these are the packages I have created last 1 year or last 6 months, and all these packages I have to deploy. So deploy means what is the next step as a developer you should do? Build and check in the code. So how to build? Go up, go to the solution explorer, right click on the project name, and you say build. Have you seen? There's a build. Click on the build button. Now you see what is going on. Build started. Have you seen? Build succeeded. What is the meaning of a building? Building means checking for the syntax errors. Are there any issues with any of the package? That you have to verify once before deploying. Clear? So my project is done. So it is writing one statement. Read this. Read this line carefully. What is the line? The line is, uh, it is telling me one is pack file is created. It is telling me I am going to create one is pack file. Okay, so where it is created, wherever there is a project, you go there and you should be able to find out one is pack file. So when you build, you will be able to get one more file called is pack file. Where is that? So how do you know where is your project? So if you don't know the path, you can do one thing. Right click on this. You can say open containing folder. So open containing folder, right click on this, you can say open containing folder. So it will go to the physical path. When you click on this, now this is where my project. Clear? The package is available here. All these are packages. So I know where I have kept my project. I go to D drive. I go to D drive demos, and under that I put in my SSIS. Now yours is from October batch. This is my project. Double click on this. This is my project. Double click on this, and all the packages are available here. These are the packages. Clear? But now it is going to create one more file. The file is called ispack file. People would ask you, what is a ispack file? Okay, so ispack file, you think it is a box. You can think it is a box. So you can think that it is a suitcase or the box. All these are going to go in. So all the packages are going to come in. అర్థమవుతుందా? So you think this is a box. So all the packages are going to come here. Instead of giving individual packages, you give this file. What is this file? This is called as a ispack file. అర్థమవుతుందా? But where is the ispack file? I can see the projects. Where is the ispack file? If you want to see, you go to bin, you go to development. This is what is called ispack file. Okay, so you can see ispack file. Right click on this. You can see the show more options. Go to the property. What is this called as? What is called as? It is there in the. This is what is called ispack file. Where is that option? I can see bin sharing. I would like to show you that folder option. This is a ispack file. Clear? So this is a deployment file, or you can say ispack file. So ispack file means what you should understand. This is a suitcase or the box. This is a box where all the packages, all the individual packages are going to be here. 1 minute, guys. I'm getting a call. Okay, so ispack file is a box, you can say suitcase, where all the luggage is available, all the packages that you have developed is available in this file only. So if you give one file, that is sufficient. Clear? So what file it is? It is a ispack file. Remember this point. Compulsory interview question. Okay, ispack file where we are going to give it to the customers, not the complete packages. Clear? So that's what is very, very important. This file you copy. This is the copy, right? Copy, control C. Now I don't have a VSTF server. You assume that I have a VSTF server. I go, so I can say TFS server. I control C and control V, and I can rename. So what is the project? You can say rename. Okay. So this is Amazon underscore SSIS project setup file. Okay, so like that we are going to be giving this. So what is the project name? Amazon SSIS project setup files, which is called as a, what is this called as? This is called as a ispack file. So what we need to give, we have to create a package. After creating a package, we have to implement a logging. After implementing logging, we have to build and go to the bin deployment folder of the project and look for ispack file. This file you have to upload, or it is also called as a check-in. Check-in where? Check-in to the where? To the VSTF server. Clear? But once you check in, so how to install it? For example, you buy a mobile phone, there is a user manual. If you buy a grinder, there is a user manual, right? You are giving ispack file, you're uploading to TFS. You have to give this one, and you need to give one more thing. What is that you need to give? One is ispack file. Second one is install guide. So how to install the packages? So install guide you need to write, and these are the ispack file, install guide. These two things have to go to TFS. Remember this. So, or you can say deployment guide. Okay. So tomorrow I'll show you deploy guide, how to write deploy guide. This is a Word document, or you can say text document. Okay, na? So that we have to write it and we have to give it to the customer. So whenever you give any ESPAC file, what is a ESPAC file? Which is a box where all the packages are available. Right? It is a box. It is a box. All the individual packages are available. All the packages are available. So this is what is called ESPAC file. Okay. So remember, so you need to give this document uh, uh, ESPAC file. You need to give it. The next one you need to give deployment guide. These two. Number one is this. Number two is this. Two things you need to give it. Clear? So this is one thing we have to upload it. So one more is a document. So this one and this one we have to give it to the customer. Clear? So that is what is a step. So where is the ESPAC file ever available? Go to D path bin/development. We have to provide the deployment guide. That's it. You can resign and come out of the project. You never install the everything in the production environment. So who's going to be installing in the production environment or the testing environment? Testers and the production people only, DBA people. You never ever give anything. You always what you do? You upload the CV in the Naukri portal. That's it. Job is over. Then later the HR people will download the CV. They'll call you. Recruitment can start. Kada? Alage afterwards the testing people, DBA people will do lot of other stuff. So they will download your code to the data warehousing server. All these steps tomorrow we'll discuss. Clear? How to schedule, so how to load the data, how to install this, blah blah blah. Why is pack file from for using ESPAC file, how can we install the packages to the different environments? Tomorrow we'll talk about it. Clear? So these are called DBA activities. You never ever install or deploy the packages to the production environment directly. Why? You don't have a permission to go to that environment. But who's going to be doing that? DBA team or the testing team? Team will be using the deployment guide. They will be installing it, and the DBA team will be reading your installation document, deployment document. DBA team will be installing the packages and SSRS reports and all the stored procedures. Whatever the code which you have written will get deployed to the production by using respective team members, not you. For the small companies, we do everything. If it is small company, for example, goonlinetrainings.com is there. I cannot maintain many environments. Okay. So only one developer will do everything, creating, deploying everything. But bigger companies like Citibank.com, Amazon.com, Amazon, all these are bigger companies where one team is going to be creating, one more team is testing, one more is deploying, one more team is maintaining one more environment. Like different people are there. You never ever go to a production department and install it. People would ask you, have you any time installed the packages? No. In the dev environment I have done it, or in my laptop I have done it. I'm from dev environment, but I never have a permission to go to the production environment. So who's going to be doing? A DBA team or any other team is going to be doing the installation, right? For example, if you buy a TV would have been manufactured by LG or a Sony company. So the manufacturer is not going to come to your home, right? So there is a one more team called installation team. Those people are going to come. They will be installing the TV. Sometimes you install yourself, right? Sometimes the Sony company will have one more team called a installation team. So those people are going to come to your home and they are fixing your TV. Like that, somebody is going to be creating, that is you, and somebody is going to be installing the TV, that is one more team, right? Or if the team doesn't come, then the DBA people. So if buy a TV, if you know how to install it, you can also install it. But the Sony TV, Korea, they are manufacturing the TVs. From Korea, nobody is going to come to your place and to install. Developers are in Hyderabad. These people will not go to America to install it. That is not complete. There is one more team may do that, or there is one more the same the DBA own team can install it. by reading the installation document, deployment document. How to prepare a document, I will tell you. People would ask you, so along with the code, what will you give? Along with the code, we will also give you deployment guide. How to write the deployment guide? Tomorrow's class we'll discuss. Am I clear? So we never ever load the data into the data warehousing directly with by using our hands. Clear? We never ever test any packages. We never ever share the code directly in the emails. We always put the code where? Into the TFS servers only. So tomorrow we'll see a DB activities. So it is very important interview question. Many times many questions are asked in the how to deploy your SSIS packages. So what is the logging? What kind of a logging you have implemented? So all these things are asked. So we only create, build. So deploying is also, we never do it. We only keep our code into the TFS server. Clear? So we'll continue deployment part number 2 in tomorrow's class.